Hello, this is Jack back again with another Lego Batman review. A classic 2006-2008 line, something that I've wanted to do for a while, to collect these all, and I thought since there are so few reviews of them on YouTube, I would review them all if I can. So today we have set 7779, the Bat Dragster, Catwoman Pursuit. So this set is probably my least favorite, or it's down there. The two $10 sets I think are probably at the very bottom for me, and I will be doing a ranking of all of the sets as I review them, not counting Comic-Con exclusives and the like. It's just a very bizarre set. We got this awkward dragster thing and motorcycle that has eyes that stare into your soul, and I generally hold the claim that these original 13 Lego Batman sets are some of the best Lego sets ever put out, and that they're superior in every way to the superheroes line, and these are the sets for adults, the adult collectors, because they're so expensive now, and these are not for kids. But then the couple of sets are like this. Even the colors are darker and feel more like how I would imagine Batman. But then there are a few sets like this that are just kind of doing their own thing and don't feel too out of place with the whole made-up vehicles kind of gimmick that they seem to be doing nowadays. But let's look at the set in more close detail. So this is one of 3 sets that you can get this version of the classic Lego Batman suit, and in my opinion, it is the best Lego Batman minifigure out there, the best variant. But it's definitely my nostalgia for the line and for Forest Fire 101 animations. So you got this kind of classic bat symbol and a yellow belt. It's mostly gray, though. I don't like a ton of yellow on Batman, which is something that we would later see in the superheroes video sets. But I'm okay with it being here a little bit. So underneath we have the original face print. The one that I got from Bricklink is... Actually, this one looks okay. It's Catwoman. That's a little chipped. No back face printing or back printing, but I personally don't have a problem with that. It's never been something I've been crazy about. Maybe it's just because I was raised in an era where Lego didn't really do that all the time, but this figure is very, very common, pretty easy to get if you just want him. And that's about all I have to say about him. So here's the original Catwoman figure, who is exclusive to this set, and probably the main reason why people would want to get this set, because she's easily the most interesting component of the Bat Dragster. And she's very similar to the 2012 version. I do own that figure. I own that set. I'm at college right now, though, so I can't compare the two, but I feel like the purple is a lot more subtle. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that is purple. I wasn't sure if it was a silver, but we got this whip piece that I don't know, I just associate with her because of Lego Batman the video game, and all these figures really just make me think of the video game because I had a great time playing that as I grew up. So no back printing, but we do have a face on the back, and I saw Just Too Good's review this set, and he didn't like the face, but I don't know, I feel like I like it a lot. I have no problem with these older style faces, and I feel like it suits the character very well. And on the front we have this visor similar to what Batman does, and I don't know if you can tell, the figure I got is a little bit chipped, I think, and some paint rubbed off. I owned a few of these sets on my own, but most of these I've purchased from Bricklink or eBay. This one was from Bricklink. But yeah, it's a really nice figure. I would definitely recommend at least getting this figure, if not the set. So here's Catwoman's motorbike, and it's okay. As much as of a fan I am of these original 13 sets, I'm not crazy on the animal faces that a few of them had. I think the Killer Croc one at least looks cool. The eyes just seem a little strange to me, and that's something that the 2012 version of this motorbike did better, I think. This is a rare case where I actually do think that the motorbike is better, but I will be okay with it because it's classic Lego Batman, and I love classic Lego Batman more than any other Lego theme, except perhaps Bionicle, but in terms of licenses. So she can drive around like that. It stays up pretty well on this towel that I'm using as a backdrop. I had some trouble getting her to stand up, but it's actually working fairly well for now. We got this flame piece at the back, and that's about it to say about this. So here is the Bat Dragster, and it's bad. It's not the worst thing ever. It's still miles better than the modern stuff, in my opinion, a lot of it. But this is probably the single weakest vehicle in the original Lego Batman line, which is a shame because I really love every single one of these sets. Even, this is probably, I have the least nostalgia for this one because it was the one I discovered last on eBay. I went through this phase in circa 2008 where I would research the original Lego Batman sets on eBay as the last 4 were coming out. Those are the only ones I really remember seeing on store shelves. But I was really surprised when this one came out because I was just guessing set numbers, and this one 7779 is not as easily because it's not connected directly. I mean, obviously 7780 comes next, but 7-year-old me didn't know that. So anyway, we have this machine gun, which is a little weird for Batman, but it's whatever. Maybe it stuns people. I don't know. I really like these gold accents. That's what I really want to see on my Lego Batman vehicles. And it's not something that's done, at least not in this color gold, on a lot of the modern sets. So I like that. We got some Batman stickers, but they feel too close together and a little cluttered, in my opinion. These pre-flick fire missile flick missiles that don't really stay in. That's something that I feel like you should know, is that just these do not stay in. They're just loose like this. They're not like the flick missiles they use today, or I don't know if they still use them today. I don't buy a ton of modern Lego. I collect a lot of the older stuff now. So we have that. This piece is pretty nice. I believe it's the same one on the Bat Blade in the Bat Cave, which is another set I'll own and will review when I come home from college. But don't quote me on that. Got these flame pieces in the back. A nice bat fin. And this thing, as pointed out in the Just Too Good review, you can't really drive it. It does not look good driving. This front part spins around a lot, and yeah, it's not great. Here's just a quick look at the instructions, which I don't know if I own for every single one of these sets because I bought most of them secondhand, but they're pretty beat up, the ones that I got from Bricklink. And you got some pretty cool artwork in the back that shows off. This one shows off the functions, and we got this nice display ad that I'm trying to show with all the sets in them, and I think a lot of the 2006 sets, most if not all of them, have this ad. We got some cool alternate builds. These honestly all look much better, I think, than the Bat Dragster. Like, even this thing it looks insane, but it's not an official vehicle, but I think it looks nicer personally. So that's about it. So just to wrap things up, I would not. This is probably one of the only sets I would not recommend unless you're a completionist or if you want the Catwoman figure. But you could probably just buy the Catwoman figure for much cheaper. I paid about $30 for this, not including shipping. Maybe? I forget. I paid about $30 for this secondhand on Bricklink. I think that's a reasonable price because these sets are so sought after by collectors like me that sometimes, well, you always pretty much will always have to pay a premium, but I would not pay pretty much any more than $30 for this set because it's not the best. I'm gonna try to put a little graphic up here that shows my ranking of these 13 Batman sets. Right now, since it's the only proper set I've reviewed, it's got the #1 spot, but I promise you it will not stay there because I'm not the biggest fan of this set. I am nostalgic for it because it's classic Lego Batman, so if you're a completionist like me, like, I had to get it, but if you are a you know, just looking to get a few of these classic Lego Batman sets for just a little bit more, you can get a much better set, one of the $20 or $30 sets, which are now considerably more expensive, but still, for not that much more, you can get what is a better display piece, or, I mean, if you're a kid or a kid at heart, cool toy. So that about wraps things up. I hope to do another review as soon as I can, and I will see you later.